Hi guys, good day, it's me, Teacher MJ. Our topic for today class, it's all about the fundamental counting principle and we are focusing with repetition. So without further ado, let's do this topic. Now this is already part 2 of our video class. The part 1 of our video, we actually explained this one class, FCP or the fundamental counting principle, and we are dealing with no repetition. So if you want to learn more about this video class, I will just put the link on the description down below. Feel free to see the video class. We do have many examples class, tricky examples for this video. Feel free to see the video class. Alright, now before we answer number 1 class, is we need to understand first, what is FCP? Now FCP or the fundamental counting principle, or we call that one the multiplication rule, determines the total number of possible outcomes for a sequence of events. So let's have example number 1 class. How many 3-digit numbers can be formed from the digits 1, 2, 4, 7, and 9 with no restrictions? So therefore class, no restrictions, therefore the number could be repeating. So the given numbers, there will be 1, 2, 4, 7, and then 9. And then we are selecting 3-digit numbers. Alright, we are selecting 3-digit numbers. Now once again class, for this given numbers class, it is important for you to know what are the place value. For the first number, there would be hundreds. I hope you still remember this one class during your elementary years, the place value. The first number, there would be hundreds. The second number, there would be tens. The last number, there would be ones. Now, for the first number class for hundreds, how many choices do you have? Now, since we have 5 numbers, you have 5 choices. You can select 1, you can select 2, you can select 4, you can select 7, you can select 9. Once again class, for hundreds, you have 5 choices. Either of these 5 numbers class, you can have 7, 9, 4, 2, and then 1. So if we select 7 for hundreds, now for tens, can we select 7 again for tens? Yup, we can select 7 again for tens. Now question, why is that, sir? Because that would be with no restriction, so therefore that number could be repeating. You can have 7, 7, 7, that's okay. Once again, if we select 7 for hundreds, now for tens, can we use 7 again? Yup, you can use 7 again. Question, why is that, sir? Because that would be with no restrictions. With no restrictions class, therefore the numbers could be repeating. You can have 7 again for tens. So therefore for tens, you still have 5 choices, including 7, because that would be with no restrictions. The number could be repeating. So therefore for tens, you also have 5 choices. So for hundreds, there will be 5 choices. For tens, there will be 5 choices. You can have 7 again for tens. Now for ones, how many choices? You can have 5 again. You can have 1, you can have 2, you can have 4, you can have 7, you can have none. Either of these 5 number class. Once again, class, either of these 5 numbers, because there would be with no restrictions. The numbers could be repeating. So 5 choices again for 1. So simply multiply this one. 5 times 5, there would be 25. Times 5, there would be 125. So therefore, class, the answer, you have 125 3-digit numbers that can be formed or can be formed. 125 3-digit numbers that can be formed. That's it, class. That's the answer, class, with regards to example number 1. Easy as that, class, with regards to example number 1. Oh, set. Alright, now how about if we say, class, we're looking for 4-digit numbers out of this given 5 numbers. Once again, class, this is the answer, class. If you're looking 3-digit numbers with this given 5-digit numbers. Now, what if the question, class, is like this? How many 4-digit numbers that can be formed from these digits 1, 2, 4, 7, and then 9? Alright, let's try that. Example number 2. So this will be our example number 2. Then later on, we will have tricky example. Alright, example number 2. How many 4-digit numbers can be formed from the digits 1, 2, 4, 7, and 9 with no restrictions? Alright, so therefore, you're looking for 4-digit numbers with this given 5 numbers. So we have 4 numbers. So once again, for this one, this will be thousands, hundreds, tens, and then ones. So this will be thousands, hundreds, tens, and then ones. So once again, for thousands, you have 5 choices. So you can select 7, you can select 9, you can select 4, you can select 2, you can select 1. Once again, these are the place value: thousands, hundreds, tens, and then ones. So for thousands, you have 5 choices. For hundreds, how many choices again, class? Once again, you still have 5 choices because that would be with no restrictions. You can repeat the number once again. Once again, class, you can repeat the number once again because that would be with no restrictions. So you still have 5 choices for hundreds. For tens, there will be 5 choices. For ones, there will be 5 choices. And then simply multiply this one. So once again, for the numbers, you can select 1, 1, 1, and then 1. That's okay, class. The numbers will be repeating. That would be okay because that would be with repetition. No restriction. So you can select the number once again. So 5 times 5, that would be 25. Times 5, 125. Times 5, that would be 625. So therefore, there will be 625 4-digit numbers that can be formed. That's it, class. That's the answer, class, with regards to example number 2. Very easy, right, for this one? So let's have 3 key examples, class. Let's proceed now to example number 3. Alright, so let's proceed now to example number 3. How many 3-digit numbers can be formed from the digits 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 with no restrictions? And then we have a hint: a 3-digit number cannot start with a 0. Of course, class, we know a 3-digit number, class, should not start with 0. You don't have a number, class, a 3-digit number that starts with 0. Example, class, if this one, how would you read this one, class? 078? Nope. That's impossible, class. You can never read this one, 078. No, you don't have this number, class. This is impossible, class. So therefore, class, we don't have a 3-digit number, a whole number, that starts with a 0. Okay, once again, you don't have a 3-digit number that starts with 0. Example, if I will say 012. You can never read this one, class, 012. Nope, you don't have that number, class. This is 12. You can erase 0. You don't have a number that starts with a 0, with a whole number. Okay? Alright, so therefore, we are selecting 3-digit number out of this given digits. So we have 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then 8. So how many numbers? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we have 9 numbers. And then we are selecting 3-digit numbers. Alright, let's do that. So once again, we need to have the place value. This is very important, class, for the place value. So you start with hundreds. So this will be hundreds. This will be tens for the place value. And this will be ones. So the first number, that will be hundreds, tens, and then ones. Now, once again, class, for the first number, we can never select 0. So we will ignore 0 for the first number. Once again, class, you don't have a number for the first number that start with 0. For a whole number, class, that start with 0, you don't have that number, class. So a 3-digit number, it should not start with 0. So we will neglect 0. So therefore, for hundreds, how many choices do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We have 8 choices. So you can select either 8, either 7, either 6, either 5, 4, 3, 2, and then 1. Either of this number, class, except 0. So therefore, how many choices? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You have 8 choices. Alright, so we have 8 choices for 100. So what if we select 8? So 8 will be our first number. So we select 8 for the first number. Now for tens, class. For tens, can we select 0 now for tens? Yup, we can select 0 now for tens. So we can write 0 again. So we can select 0 now for 10. So you can have 805. Example, just an example. 805, 801. Yep, you can have that number. 803. Yep, you can have that number. So therefore, for tens, we can now include 0. Okay, 0 on the middle part, that would be okay, class, for a whole number. So how many choices do we have? Can we still include 8? Yup, we can still include 8. Question, why is that, sir? Because that would be with no restriction. So therefore, it could be repeating. The numbers could be repeating. So with no restrictions, therefore, the numbers could be repeating. So therefore, we have how many choices? We can include 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then 9. We can include 8 again. So there would be no restrictions. It could be repeating. So therefore, we have 9 choices for tens. So just an example, if we select 0 for tens, alright? Now for ones, how many choices for ones? Of course, for ones, we still have 9 choices. You can select 0 again, you can select 8, you can select 1, you can select 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So you can select this number class. Repetitions is okay. So you can repeat the number again. So therefore, you have still 9 choices. Alright, and then simply multiply that one. 8 times 9 times 9. So 8 times 9, that would be 72. And then times 9. So 9 times 2 is 18. 8 carry 1. 9 times 7 is 63. Plus 1 is 64. So therefore, class, the answer is 648. So that would be 648 3-digit numbers. 3-digit numbers that can be formed. And then your OSAT class. Okay, 3-digit numbers that can be formed. Alright, so let's proceed now to another example class. What if we use odd or even numbers? Or let's have odd numbers. Let's proceed now to example number 4 class. Quite tricky for example number 4. So example number 4, how many odd 3-digit numbers can be formed from digits 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 with no restrictions? Now, what do you mean by odd numbers? Once again, class, we are looking for 3 digits and it should be odd numbers. So how many odd 3-digit numbers? Now, what do you mean by odd numbers? Now, odd numbers, class, those are numbers not divisible by 2. Once again, class, odd numbers, those are numbers that are not divisible by 2. If you will divide that numbers by 2, you will get a decimal answer. Example, class, 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, 13, 21, 29, 35. These are what we call odd numbers. When you divide this number by 2, you will get a decimal answer. This number, class, is not divisible by 2. Now, question, class, how will you know that the numbers are odd numbers? If you have 3-digit numbers, how will you know that the numbers are odd numbers? Very easy, class. To determine if the 3-digit numbers is an odd numbers, just look at the last digit, class. If the last digit is 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, automatic, class, that number is an odd number. Let's have an example, class. If I will say 357, 357, is 357 an odd number? Yup, automatic 357 is an odd number because the last number is 7. Even if you divide this one using your calculator, divide this one by 2, I'm sure, class, you will get a decimal answer. Let's have another example. If I will say 441, is this an odd number? Yup, this will be an odd number because the last digit is 1. If the last digit is 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, automatic, this number is an odd number. Even if the first two numbers are even number, 4 is an even number, 4 is an even number, but 1 is an odd number, the last number is an odd number, automatic, this is an odd number. Another example, if I will say 6, 8, and then 3, is this an odd number? Yup, this is an odd number because the last number is an odd number. 3 is an odd number. If I will say 4, 5, and then 6, is this an odd number? Nope. This is not an odd number because 6 is not an odd number. 6 is an even number. So once again, class, you will know that a number is an odd number if the last digit is 1, 3, 5, 7, and then 9. Alright, so we're looking for 3 numbers and it should be an odd numbers, 3-digit numbers. And the given numbers, we have 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then 8. Now, the first thing that you need to do, class, if you have example like this, quite tricky, the first thing that you need to do, class, you start with ones. Once again, the place value, this will be hundreds, this will be tens, and this will be ones. If you have example like this, class, quite tricky example, you are looking for 3-digit and it should be an odd number, you will start with ones, class. You will start with the last number. You start with ones. So therefore, for ones, how many choices do we have, class? Once again, class, you will know that this is an odd number if the last digit is an odd number. Now, what are those odd numbers? How many choices do we have? We have 1, we have 3, We have 5 and then 7. How many choices, class? 1, 3, 5, and then 7. We have 4 choices. Once again, class, for ones, you can select 5, you can select 7, you can select 3, you can put 1. You have 4 choices. So therefore, for ones, we have 4 choices. Okay, once again, class, you start with ones. If you have example like this, you have example like this, if you have example like this, you're looking for odd or you're looking for even, you will start with ones. So for ones, we have 4 choices. We can select 1, we can select 3, we can select 5, we can select 7. We have 4 choices. Alright, so we have 4 choices for ones. Now, after you select ones, you go back to hundreds. Once again, class, after you select ones, for the choices of ones, you go back to hundreds. So once again, we have 4 choices for ones. What if we select 7 for ones? So we select 7 for ones. Alright, so we select 7. And then you go back to hundreds, class. Now, how many choices do we have for hundreds? Now, for hundreds, class, once again, for hundreds, you will never start with 0. You don't have a number that start with 0 for hundreds. So we will be eliminating 0. Once again, class, we will be eliminating 0 because we don't have a number that start with 0. A whole number that start with 0. We don't have that number, class. We explained that a while ago. So therefore, for hundreds, we will be eliminating 0. So how many choices do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then 8. Sir, can we include 7 again? Yup, we can include 7 again. Question, why is that, sir? Because that would be with no restrictions. With no restrictions, therefore, that number could be repeating. So we can include 7 again. We can write 7 again for hundreds. That's okay because that would be with no restrictions. The numbers could be repeating. So how many choices? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then 8. We have 8 choices for hundreds, not including 0. Now for tens, can we include 0 for tens? Yup, we can include 0 for tens. Alright, so therefore all of the numbers will be included. We can include 7 again. Okay, so all of the numbers will be included. So just simply count the numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we have 9 choices. Alright, and then simply multiply that one. So once again, for tens, you can include 7 again. So you can have 7, 7, and then 7. Alright, or 7, 6, 7. So you can have 6. That's okay. 6, 7, 7, 6, 7. Alright, so therefore, simply, once again, guys, you can select 6 for this one, for tens. So you have 9 choices. Simply count all the numbers. You have 9 choices. So simply multiply this one. 8 times 9, that would be 72. Times 4. Okay, so 4 times 2 is 8. 4 times 7 is 28. So that would be 288. Alright, so therefore, you have 288 odd 3-digit numbers. Odd 3-digit numbers. Numbers that can be formed. Okay, so once again, guys, you have 288 odd 3-digit numbers that can be formed. And then your O set, class. O set. That's the answer, class, with regards to example number 4. Alright, so how about you try this one, class, and then you put your answer in the comment section down below. Let me check, class, if you really understand our topic. So how many even 3-digit numbers can be formed from digits 1, 2, 4, 7, and 9 with no restrictions? So you try this one, class, and then you put your answer in the comment section down below. Let me check, class, if you really understand our topic. So once again, class, I hope you learned something new today. If you like this video, do not forget to like, share, and subscribe. You share it to your friends and to your classmates so that we can help more students. Once again, this is Teacher MJ. Have a great day, class. Goodbye for now. Bye-bye.